Hey, Rooster. What are you doing, Rooster? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? We're just hanging out with the hens. That's what we're talking about, huh? All right. Since we're doing this, we're hanging out here at the apocalyptic ashram, Hawks Haven, where you're going to experience all sorts of polarities. Right? I mean, because one might think that the sunrise would maybe come from that direction. When in fact, it will come from that direction. Living behind a mountain has some unique experiences to be had. I can experience 2 sunrises. How do you do that, right? That's why you got to come to the apocalyptic ashram Hawks Haven and find out. This is a place to grow in all sorts of ways. This is a place to find health, happiness, peace, and abundance. And the way we do that is through realizing what's happening right now for me. What's happening right now for me is that I'm getting tired of holding the phone in one spot. So we're going to go to another spot here and make it easier for me. Because why wouldn't I, right? All right, so let's do this now so we can enjoy a sunrise. And we'll talk about a few things. Right? So health, happiness, peace, and abundance. And how do we experience that? Because I haven't been experiencing it when I was young. And what if I don't experience it tomorrow? What if something happens that it takes away one of those things from me? Am I going to live in fear of what might happen? Or am I going to live empowered right now as often as I can? And if I'm living empowered right now as often as I can, right now just keeps happening. In the last 13 years has been really some of the best years of my life because I've spent more time in that right now moment, realizing what I can control and what I can't, and realize I can only control me, and I can only control me right now. And so if I do that in the way that I like to be experiencing right now, I can look back on that series of right now moments, and they've been pretty good. You know, even through disruptions of relationships or death, dissolving of the things that you thought you wanted and had in your life. But when you realize that it's good that you can't control other people, because it's already a big enough job for me to be me, right? So if I'm being the best me that I know how to be, and you're being the best you that you know how to be, there's a pretty good chance that we're just going to get along. And the world's a big place. So if I've already put my roots in, then you can go somewhere else. Or if we were sharing what you've established, then I would move on. I mean, I've been all over this planet twice, so a third time, that's a welcome vacation. So we shouldn't be afraid to travel. We should be afraid of believing that our feet are actually roots that prevent us from going anywhere. Right now, my hands are freezing, so that's almost preventing me from finishing this video, but we're gonna keep going for a little bit. Let me start putting one of them in my pocket or something, because it's below freezing right now. But saw the opportunity of catching the sun before it jumps up above the hill. Or is it that I'm spinning 1,400 miles per hour towards it? I don't know. Anyway, I think we might just miss out on the sun coming up. But you know what? That's where we're going to learn trust. This is where we learn trust. That if I stick around long enough, it will come up, right? And even if I don't stick around, it'll still come up. So unless we can trust that it's going to come up in like the next 2 minutes, I'm just going to cut this video short and make it an 8 minutes solid.